Hello, whoever is here. Try to get a few more people before I talk about things I've learned today. Thank you for liking it. I don't like the light on. Does that make you happier or do you care? Hunt, hunt, hunt. It is terrifying. Hey, Margaret, off grid. Agreed. Two people. How do I get that freaking thing to go away? I don't want it in my face. Um, Two people in Maryland have it, and they were nowhere near things. They were nowhere near. How do I make this go away? I mean, can y'all see it? Drag it here to end the poll. I don't want the poll in, I just want the poll in my face. Is the poll in my face? Can y'all see me or do you just see the virus poll I made? Does it even matter? I don't care. Okay. Twice. This is pretty interesting. It's gone now. Twice. Twice, I research, especially go into comments, and I'll get into some comments and stuff on some things for you. But I have twice heard babies brought up into. I'm not saying rabies is part of this virus, but I've seen it insinuated twice. So what else do I know? Let's see. Okay, the people that were disembarked off the ship. One person went in the hospital. Whatever hospital he or she went to, they test the blood and the urine. Well, the blood and the urine was not disposed of in the manner it should have been. The employees did not, hey, TW, did not. These 12 people at this hospital are quarantined for 4 weeks because, no, more than 4 weeks, because they didn't dispose of the patient who has it in their hospital. They didn't dispose of his urine and his blood correctly. So they're all whatever it's called, they've all been exposed to it. They're all in they're having to quarantine. Another thing that a lot of people don't know, the plane that went to from the United States and went to get our people, our 17, they say, people off the ship. It was a cargo ship out of Michigan that went to pick them up. That it landed first in Omaha, Nebraska, and I saw comments from people who said she watched the entire 3 hours and she never once saw one patient come out. She's not the only person that said that, so I'm not sure where the patients went. But another thing, hey Seagate, another thing, after it left that cargo plane that brought the patients from the boat to the U.S. It went to Atlanta, Georgia, because there was two real sick ones, and they put them in a hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, with the same people that treated the people that had Ebola. So two people are there. Let's see. What else do I know? What do I know? Okay. There's 4 or 5 people that are from Australia. Australia didn't send a plane. So those people had to get on a plane with people that were going to the Netherlands. So those 5 people that are from Australia, they're stranded still. Yeah, the hantavirus. This one might be bad. I'm probably if it spreads like it's looking like it's gonna spread, it will be devastating. It's probably what I think is going to be is Agenda 2030, where they actually will get rid of a lot of the population. Why? Because they want to they want population control. They want to what's it called deep depopulate so they depopulate so they can repopulate. That could be a rap song. I want to depopulate, and then I'm gonna repopulate. Want to repopulate with people with better DNA than us. With all Jeffrey Epstein's bastard children. Probably Elon Musk too. This all right. This I'm getting that off because someone was like looking at it. Try here, no end, and do it. Can y'all see that? It's on my nerves. Try here to end Paul. Okay, gone. Okay. Let's read what people have said. Mugger, Hunt is terrifying. It's gone now. Hot tub. He thinks about the hot tub. Not worried about the virus. Hey, Patrice, another virus. I never had COVID vaccine. Neither did I. Only dumbasses got that. Or I guess people were forced to, but no. People in Texas did not get jabbed. Is this virus? Okay, so what was I telling you? Oh, okay. So there's 5 people from Australia, and Australia didn't send an airplane. While I was watching, I'll flip around. Found an Australian TV channel talking about it, news channel. The reason they did not send an airplane to get their 5 citizens because they could not find an airplane willing to go get them and then willing to quarantine for 8 weeks after picking up the patients. Also, it's kind of looked like Australia doesn't want them right there. Let's see, what else do I know? Some guy, French or English national, he's on hey Miguel, he's on, congrats, he's on an island, one of the least inhabited human islands by humans in the world, and they are airdropping supplies to him. Like airdropping. I saw the video. I have a haunted virus playlist. If you go to my channel, and you can look at them, click on them. You can watch the ones I've found back. Hey Joel, is this Joel my friend? So I was supposed to share this to people. Let me go share to Facebook that I'm live. Messages. Nope, wrong one. Share a song. Make it stand back once again for revenge. And a knob, hot bullet bends. How you see them, it just depends. Sorry about your son. I see, Gate. I remember you. Aren't you in Vegas? Or at least Nevada? Let me get back on track of things I found out today. Let's just go to my playlist because I'll read comments too. I heard some really good comments. I'm watching something good right now, but I'm going to go back and find him. Let's go. Give me a minute. I'm about to get into some stuff and read to y'all. La 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 la. Thank you, all 8 people who are watching. Give me one moment to get into my playlist. That's what I'm doing. How do I turn this? How do I change it? Okay. Let's see. Let's go into my library. Go into my playlist. Boom. My Huntavirus playlist. Boom. Okay. I want to go to the ones I know has good info on it. Let's go down to the other ones. 6 days ago, 7 days ago. Huntavirus. It's the comments that are good. This is my first live. That is the deadly respiratory illness that is suspected to be behind 3 deaths already. Now 3 other patients have been medically evacuated. All of this authorities to stop the virus from spreading. I want to go to the new one so I can feel it all in what's going on. La 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 la. Okay, let's see. I've heard not zombies, rabies. I've heard rabies connected to this from 2 different places. Like whatever this is also has the rabies virus attached to it. Surely I hope that's not true, but Did she tell her? Something's going down with the Disney ship. That had to do with child porn. People are trying to act like this ship with this virus is trying to take your mind off the Disney ship. But then you hear it's supposed to be take your mind off the aliens. And then you hear it's supposed to be taking your mind off of Epstein. Um, I'll tell you a really good one to watch is by a channel called Spill. Let me find it. Just in final evacuation flight. Let me find the one about the ship. This it was a helicopter, and they recorded, and I watched it today. They recorded from a helicopter the plane that landed in Atlanta to take two of the passengers to here. Here's two Maryland residents. But now the Maryland Department of Health is confirming that they are monitoring two residents who may have come into contact with someone who was infected on that ship. This, as the virus has already killed 3 people on that cruise, there's no comments on that. So there you go. It's 2 people that weren't on the ship or on any flights. Urgent warning: 5 Americans show symptoms. Okay, now hers is good. And actually, the person who confirmed positive as closely as possible things that the mainstream media are not going to put out, which I believe, and we're just tracking everything that we can. But now we have never on that cruise ship. They now have. Somebody said it's in Beaumont at the hospital. This is my friend Joe, right? They have another one that they believe also is. Really, you heard it's in Beaumont? When did you hear that film? Comment. And thanks for being on my live, Joel. Joel's a friend of mine, guys, from my hometown, who understands. Yeah, it is you. Understands what's up. Miguel, I'm not trying to be your mama. I'm trying to be serious here. Stay with the. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm a horrible bitch. You wouldn't want me anyway. Stop it. It's not what this is about. Miguel, you're not here to find your girlfriend. Go to farmersonly.com or some shit. Okay. Sorry, I was making a clip. It could be. Somebody said it was in Beaumont at the hospital. When did you find that out? Okay. 5 Americans being monitored for coronavirus symptoms despite never. So that's 5 Americans that are getting monitored for the hantavirus, and they have never been anywhere near the cruise ship. So right there, they're telling you. Also, it's let's see. Let me read this to you. Well, you can look at it while we talk. And by the way, there were 2 deaths on that ship. They want to say there's only one. That's not true. At the end, the ship also still had a body on it. Okay, let me go into these comments. Back raise some comments too. If they were never on the ship, why are they being monitored? Something doesn't count up. The bitch airborne. Nothing adds up. Please look at the definition of Anta in Hebrew. Psyop. Either they've mutated it to spread or something nefarious. It's going on. They were probably on the plane and you forgot to mention Arizona, sis. That's right. I feel like I'm going to start a podcast. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty good. I feel like I'm going to start a podcast at this point because I'm terrified about the information they're not putting out in the research that I've already found. I need to get my laptop out because I found a Facebook channel that she's got a lot of good info. Okay, here's a really good comment I was hoping I'd find for y'all. The gestation periods The gestation period seems to be 1 to 2 weeks. 2. Seems to be airborne. 3. Only one died on the ship. Every other person was sent off the ship and died in a hospital. There are confirmed cases in South Africa and other countries that are not being talked about. Ching, ching. 4. Mask up and glove up now. I watched as the people returned getting off the plane. None of them had gloves on. They didn't. 5. Word 5. 5. Some people are asymptomatic. 6. They are not publishing suspected cases. 7. They have lost track of everyone on the ship. Expect a final less than 200 that got off. 8. The statistics, if you are healthy and with no underlying illness, are 40 out of 100 will die. 40%. So 40 people out of 100 are dead. That's almost 50%. Yeah, I know this. If you do not have any underlying illnesses, especially related to your respiratory system, the statistics are much lower for you. 8. At least 5 people have died as of the time of my comment. I'll conduct more research and try to keep as much information in the public that I can. And we appreciate you. Thank you very much. So, the most important information is only symptomatic passengers who came forward were tested. Let that sink in. Shameful. I thought the first man to die was on the ship. That is the first man to die was on the ship. And then he and his wife disembarked in St. Helena, and 29 people jumped ship at the time. And then the ship, okay, people got on the ship March 22nd. First death was April 12th. On April 12th, the ship docked at St. Helens, an island of St. Helens, and to remove the body and the wife of the deceased 7-year-old man. 29 other people got off, and there were people from all the countries. Okay, Singapore, America, a bunch of places. All right, so all those people, they got on airplanes. And they went to, I can't remember. They ended up in St. Johannesburg, and then from there, the lady that had the dead husband, she's sick. And then from Johannesburg, they were also to Amsterdam, which is kind of like our Atlanta, Amsterdam. They put her on a plane in Amsterdam, and then they remove her off the plane because she collapsed. She was so sick. Okay, just her infected a flight attendant. Also, someone that was sitting 2 rows behind her, 2 people, were showing symptoms. What else do I know? She ended up dying. I heard she died in the airport, but at first I heard she died in planes. I don't know. The people, when they say they're taking the places, they're being taken to be quarantined inside military bases. They're they say they have a gym. It's an ensuite gym. That means they have something very sparse, like hotel room looking thing. It's got like a plastic looking blue mattress. It has an ensuite bathroom and an ensuite gym attached to it. Not very big, very sterile, very nothing homey about it. I also heard that the Americans would be monitored for 2 to 3 days, I think. And after that, they would have the choice to go home and finish their quarantine if they want to. They're doing contact tracing, which is how from those planes that the 29 people jumped off. on April 12th. So also from April 12th to April 20 something, that just sat there with all those people sick on it. Can you imagine how they felt? Um, well, I don't understand why they didn't. I don't think they knew it was haunted hours when they stopped in St. Helene. I think the people that got off there probably had a bad feeling, even if it hadn't been like two people are dead. I don't know. I don't know. Where else do I also know? Two people are in Houston. In Houston, have it. Two people. I sent it to you on Facebook. I don't know if it's legit though. I'll send you the post. Hey Joel. I don't. I'm wondering. Do you want to? Will you join the live and talk about the things you know? I can invite you to the live, and it'll be both of us, like a Zoom call. If you will send me your phone number, I will invite you to join the live if you'd like to. Okay, here it is. Oh gosh, two New Jersey residents, two Maryland residents, one California residents. These are exact five reference in the post and recent news matching it. That's the five American people who have a hantavirus that were not on the ship. Boom, 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 boom. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh, gonna die. Okay. Let's see what else I can find out. Okay, Aussie stranded after setback. That was crazy. I told y'all about that. I want to find that gentleman. I found it. Y'all, we're about to watch this. I'm going to show you what I found. And we are asking questions of this airport officials and others around about what we are seeing here on this feed that you are looking at live. This is from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. You see a large cargo plane. Can y'all see that okay? Landed not long ago, we believe, and in front of it are at least two ambulances. And it looks like perhaps a police escort ready to go. There's a couple police vehicles there, including one with flashing blue lights. And we want to know what's the genesis of all this. Why are there ambulances before this cargo plane? And it does look like somebody's boarding the plane as we speak. It looks like an official. Hi, Seagate. Hi, Myers. Hi, Marker. If y'all are still there, hi. And we're going to be watching from this chopper video that we are providing you now to see what exactly transpires here. This caught both Reams and I's attention about half an hour ago when we saw a number of emergency vehicles stationed on the tarmac of the airport. We just said, well, that's strange. It's positioned in an area where we don't normally see law enforcement activity. Certainly not at 9 in the morning on a Monday at the world's busiest airport. It almost looked as if it could potentially be closing off a runway. But they have since left that area. There's somebody in a helicopter is recording this. The emergency vehicle located not half an hour ago. People said they watched the 3 hour live. The whole time they were filming the 3 hours where the people were supposed to get off this exact airplane and never saw one person. When two people were supposed to depart, I only saw one person come off. So I don't know. I think there's more deaths than they're telling us. I don't know how it could be with the woman. The man died. The woman died. Another woman died on the ship. The doctor left sick. The crew member left sick. Some of this activity, rooms I did check FlightAware and saw there were 55 delays. Most of them speed it up. According to airport officials that we are speaking to, they have confirmed two people will be arriving today at our room. Just getting some breaking information coming in the last minute or so. According to airport officials that we are speaking to, they have confirmed two people will be arriving today at Hartsfield-Jackson that are suspected of having hantavirus. Not confirming if this plane that we are seeing is the plane that they arrived on, but confirming that two suspected cases are expected to come to the airport today. Wow. Oh, here's people saying nobody got off the plane in Omaha this morning. Nobody got off the plane in Omaha this morning, but the news media that was their live said that they did. I watched it live. So where are these people being taken often? Taken often, body bags or not? I don't know. Well, that's you're the second person I've read that from. The plane was sitting on the tarmac for almost 3 hours live. We were waiting for them to unpack 17 people, which never got off the plane, and all the ambulances left. And the news reporter says that they must have missed them getting off the plane. Huh? Maybe they must have not got off the plane. And why was the plane sent to a military base where it could be properly quarantined? Landing this plane at a highly populated airport seems very base. It actually Nebraska is a military base. They just didn't tell us that, but I looked it up. Looks like somebody's about to come out the door of that plane. Yeah, I think a patient's about to come out. My question is, well, the script must be full. I'm pretty sure they're about to bring someone out. Sorry. Okay. Two patients from the Honda ship arrived at Hartsville Jackson on a Kalata Air charter, a cargo airline commonly used for medical repatriations. In other words, getting them off. Next word. I never said I was concerned and that I stated an obvious fact. However, I'm sorry I'm wiggling so much. The CDC is in Atlanta, probably. Okay, you see what's going on. See if I have any new comments. Okay, the reason they took them into they did take there's a patient coming out. I told you. See. Yes, it does cause anxiety. But I'm going to tell you something. I was on the coronavirus before anybody. Everyone thought I was crazy and nothing was going to happen. And then, they closed the courthouse. I was paralegal. Then on a Wednesday, 2 weeks after I started telling people, my daughter was cough freaking out. My best friend's a school teacher. They just closed the schools. I'm like, I knew that was about to happen. So I'm just saying, I always want me to go live. I only want to go live when I have something to actually talk about. So I mean, CK, if you don't want to listen to it, it's fine. It's just if I'm going to go live, I want to go live something I feel passionate about. Says all American ship passengers went to the quarantine facility in Nebraska. Two of them became symptomatic and were sent to Emory. I worked at Emory when the Ebola patient was admitted, and also during COVID. This is triggering because it just feels too familiar. The Ebola was scary. I remember Ebola was scary. They managed to contain that incident. Of course, that was a different administration. They had protocols. Spray the whole damn plane with Lysol and Clorox and gasoline. Better yet, with bleach. An acetone combo and light a match. With a woman's heart is. Isn't the CDC headquarters in Atlanta? Yes. Yeah, that would be right. I look lovely, don't I? When I get on live for you guys, no makeup. I'm Bubba. Hello. Um, um. Aussie stranded after setback. Is this where the one I filmed? They were supposed to be back on home soil this afternoon. Instead, the Australian passengers from that virus-infected cruise ship are once again stranded on the other side of the world. Oh, virus-infected cruise ship. No, she didn't just call it the rat virus and cruise ship. They were supposed to be back on home soil this afternoon. Passengers from that rat virus-infected cruise ship. What country are you in, Seagate? Are you in you're in Canada, right? Are you in Canada? Seagate, where? COVID. I had COVID. I had the infusion therapy, and then I'm pretty sure if my son had brought me ivermectin, I probably would have died. My heartbeat was really low, like it's in the 60s, which is weird for me. My oxygen was at 91. The ivermectin really helped. But I had what's called, look, people, you see them making them walk, they haven't even sent them, they're just freaking stranded, bless their heart. Watch them get out, they can walk. These times people are just so damn tired. So that's the Australian people, look how much they're making the people walk. So sad. And why do they not have gloves on? England, for now. Yeah, well, it's in England, boo boo. Well, it's in, I think it is in England. Maybe not. It's in the UK. Look at that. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 5 Australians. See? The Australian government has been given 48 hours by the Dutch government to evacuate them back to Australia. The flight will land at an RAF base just outside Perth, where they will be taken to Bulls Brook Center for National Resilience for a 3-week quarantine. Well, I guess the Netherlands said, y'all better come get your bitches. Netherlands will only house them for 48 hours. I know Australia, those boys are feeling love. I hope they brought travel insurance. I had booked The first week, I had a holiday book. In the first week's the last one. On the very next selling, I have travel insurance. They refused to do anything. Fortunately, the cruise company and airline offered us refund but credits. Okay, I don't care. I'm just not. I would know. You couldn't pay me to get on a cruise. I will. The only boat I'm getting on is a boat I own or one of my good friends own. But I'm just saying I'm not going to be on a freaking cruise ship. No, I, that's not my idea of a vacation. That to me, that's what poor people do, just to go get to see a bunch of stuff. Especially on you're on uh, what's it called? Carnival. You can pay me on a Carnival cruise. That's like Section 8 cruise. No. Mm-hmm. La la. The rat cruise ship. Come on, guys. Hantavirus is carried by mice, not rats. Mm-hmm. That's anything interesting? As it happens, the infection on the ship, person to person, in the industry. It's industry. Yeah, let me see what she said. Read comments. Patrice. The real goal is to divert your attention from Epstein files. Yeah, started our around war, not hantavirus. They keep you scared. I know, like, think of all the things. Let's see. First, it was the war. Well, Epstein. Then, let's see, then what? Then, and then you had, it was all about the war, the Strait of Hormuz, blah blah. We're about to turn all your electricity off, blah blah blah. And then let's see, Melania Trump comes out with her big speech about I'm not a esteemed victim, even though her one of her friends it was threatening her. Twitter say, bitch, I will expose everything. I have nothing to lose but predator husband. Okay, so then what happened? Not long after that, it seemed like a day or so. No, remember the first thing that happened, the war started. And then the TSA people weren't coming to work. Remember that? That was keeping our attention. And then all of a sudden, we stopped worrying about that. And then we started hearing about the strait. And then, let's see, somebody tried to hunt Seth. Melania came out, talking about she was not Epstein's victim. And then uh, supposedly tried to shoot Trump. That I didn't follow. That all seemed extremely fake to me. But let's see. And then next, they said they're going to start trying to bring out the aliens. That didn't seem to happen. Hey, Dust, what's up? One of my best friends on here. That didn't seem to happen. So okay, let's see. Okay, Trump almost gets assassinated. Then what came next? Was it hantavirus? More of the Epstein files, blah blah. And then I think it's this hantavirus. Yeah, this has been going on for like 2 weeks. And then remember we had like remember the couple of airplane crashes. Airplane hit a fire truck. Oh, strange. Killed the pilots and some people on the ship. They probably pressured her. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I found out. You can go into my channel, into my community post, and you can look it up. I've put it on two different posts. But supposedly, one of the reasons Melania said, I did not know Epstein. I was not his victim, but she might possibly have been his baby mama. Supposedly, when she was 15 years old, she and J, J, J.E. J.E. and Melania had a daughter. And this doctor is now 40 years old. She lives in over there in Europe, and she's some kind of a DJ. And she looks, and it said I found what they said what her name was, and said look her up. She looks just like both of them, and she sure as hell does. And if she's 40, Milana had her when she's 15. Melania's 55. Adds up. Well, wait till you see the pictures I have screenshotted of the girl. She does. She looks just like Melania, and she looks just like Epstein. She has his chin, and like some and she has her mother's like beautiful hair, But anyway, yeah, I don't, so look it up and tell me if that does not look like, if Epstein and Melania were to have a baby, a daughter, that's not what it would look like. Because that's what a lot of what was going on at the Zorro Ranch in New Mexico was eugenics and designer babies, designer humans. There's a channel called Shock or Spill, I think. And she goes through a lot of the files, and she's very good. She's also gone on to covered this cruise. Hold on, let me see if I can find
If 16 passengers from that ship, they were taken to the National Quarantine Unit at the University of Nebraska Medical Center this morning.
Trying to find information.
Mildly positive for the virus is now in a biopandemic unit. The other 15, they were in less restrictive quarantine units. They were hotel-like. We'll talk about those. The other two passengers, including a person
maybe had him, switched his looks around. Usually, if a person has to disappear, I'm a big book reader. They do plastic surgery. They move their noses around, make their face look different. So might still look similar, but they can still go out and live a life under a different identity. Like people that go into witness protection once they release them. Switch. I've known this my whole life because I read a lot of Sidney Sheldon books. What is it I'm wanting to tell you though? I want to find that shock channel so I can tell you where to watch it. Shut up, be quiet. 15 hours ago, 9 hours ago. Disturbing videos. Was considered an asymptomatic. Melody came up with a good one today. Let's see what she's saying. Now, I like her. We're going to listen to her.
They believe also will confirm positive they have the symptoms. And actually, the person who confirmed positive, that's one of the passengers, the two passengers that confirmed positive that are American citizens back here in the U.S. Well, the one who tested positive, he has no symptoms. He's asymptomatic. The one that they are still working on getting the positive confirmation has a bunch of symptoms and they're worse by the hour. Those who actually were flown to Emory in Atlanta, Emory Hospital in Atlanta. The rest are in Nebraska as of now, but they will be allowed to go home and just self-isolate and monitor themselves, essentially. That's what we're dealing with, guys. So people not getting off the cruise ship. We already know a bunch got off the cruise ship before, but they haven't updated us on anything about those people, right? But let me give you some more details I found. Okay, so this is the post. I wanted to make sure that it was true, and it says 5 Americans in states including New Jersey, New York, and California are monitoring for hantavirus symptoms after possible exposure.
I have to do my live. I'm sorry. My head is hurting. And because my head's hurting, I've had it all day. I'm not able to concentrate and find the good comments I want to read to y'all. So I'm gonna do an over and out. P baby, let's go to my channel, click the community, and look at the pictures and read us the comment that broke all that down about Epstein and Melania possibly having a child. I did a screenshot of it. Everybody that's there, check it out. Don't forget though, you'll be interested. All right, y'all need to sing my song for hang out. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, my baby. Mommy loves you, Daddy loves you. Go to sleep, mwah. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Good night. Go to sleep. Over and out. He really loves.